His captive bride Mafia boss dark obsession and forbidden passion tells the story of a ruthless man who rules the underworld with an iron fist and a heart that no one has ever touched until she was innocent, fragile, untouched by the darkness of his empire, living a simple life with dreams of freedom. But one night her life was shattered, stolen away by the man everyone feared, the Mafia boss who decided she would be his bride, his captive, his possession. From the moment he saw her he knew she belonged to him, and he would do whatever it took to keep her by his side. He did not ask for her love, he demanded her obedience. He forced her into a marriage that bound her body and soul to him forever. She hated him, she fought him, she cried for freedom, but no matter how much she resisted she could not escape him because he was everywhere, in her life, in her mind, in her heart. The mansion became her prison, filled with shadows, guards, and secrets. He set the rules, and she had no choice but to obey. Yet every time she looked into his eyes she saw something more than cruelty. She saw scars, the ghosts of his past, the pain of betrayal that turned him into the monster the world feared. He was ruthless with his enemies, but with her there were moments when his hands trembled, when his voice softened, when his walls began to crumble. She told herself she could never forgive him, never love him, but her heart betrayed her every day, with every dangerous touch, with every stolen kiss, with every night when his darkness wrapped around her like a fire. She tried to hate him, but her soul began to crave him. For him she was not just a bride, she was his obsession, his weakness, his forbidden salvation. He had everything: money, power, loyalty, but no one had ever truly belonged to him until her. He vowed that she would never leave him. He told her she was his queen, his captive bride, his forever. He would kill for her, die for her, and burn the world to ashes if anyone dared to take her away. He was dangerous to everyone else, but when he held her he was a man torn apart between possession and passion, between the monster he had become and the man she awakened within him. Their story was not sweet, it was not gentle, it was war. Every moment between them was a battle between hate and desire, freedom and chains, light and darkness. She swore she would escape, but her body betrayed her every time he touched her, every time his lips claimed hers, every time his voice whispered promises she should not believe. She told herself she despised him, yet she dreamed of him. She told herself he was her enemy, yet she could not deny that her heart belonged to him. Their marriage was born of force, but slowly, painfully, it became a bond forged in fire. Enemies surrounded him, rivals who wanted to see him fall, traitors within his empire who wanted to use her as a weapon against him, but he would not allow it. She was his, and his alone. He became more ruthless, more merciless because of her. His love was not soft, it was obsession. His passion was not gentle, it was fire. His devotion was not pure, it was deadly, but it was real. And in the darkness of his world she began to realize that sometimes love is not about freedom, sometimes love is about surrender. Sometimes love is dangerous, forbidden, and twisted, yet stronger than anything else in the world. His captive bride Mafia boss dark obsession and forbidden passion is a story of two hearts chained together by fate, of a man who thought he could never love until he stole the woman who shattered his control, and of a woman who thought she could never forgive until she discovered the man behind the monster. It is a journey through fear, betrayal, passion and redemption, where captivity becomes desire and hate turns into love. It is not a fairy tale, it is a dark romance where every kiss is a sin, every touch is a crime, and every heartbeat is a war, but in the end it is love that survives, stronger than pain, stronger than fear, stronger than the darkness that surrounds them. This is his captive bride, a Mafia love story filled with dangerous obsession, forbidden passion, and a romance so twisted and unforgettable that it will consume you completely. Once you enter their world there is no escape.